Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, coming at you full screen, embracing the pandemic look, even though I'll have to do something about that for tomorrow, as I got a pretty cool announcement for you guys. The reason why I'm doing this sort of prologue to today's upload is because I forgot to talk about this at all in today's video, like a true professional. So I am here to correct that, because this is a pretty big deal. At least it is for me, but hopefully you are excited about it as well. Basically, tomorrow on the Riot Games 2 channel on Twitch, they will be broadcasting from 3 p.m. CET onwards, the beginning, and they will be doing so on a weekly basis, of the Legends of Runeterra Masters European Tournament. The one that we actually tried to qualify for a few weeks back, and we ended up being number 4 in Spain, so we barely missed out. I cry every time. The tournament is actually happening. I'm really excited for it, and today's announcement, it goes beyond that, really. Not only is this like the first actual, at least the European-based Riot official Legends of Runeterra tournament that we can look forward to, with a very, very interesting format, but on top of that, your boy's casting it. Yeah, Riot contacted me and they wanted me to cast this event. I got my boy Impetuous Panda to join the team. Impetuous Panda is a very good friend of mine. A lot of you guys know him from Progress Day. I've been casting other card games for a while with Panda, and I've known him ever since the Gwent days, so I was very excited to have him on board. And yeah, that's what's going to happen tomorrow. So I know I've been taking a bit of a break from Twitch. I haven't really streamed in a couple of weeks. It's done me a lot of good, though. Like, I definitely feel like I'm in a much better place mentally right now because of the break that I took. But tomorrow we're going to be unretiring ourselves from casting card games. Like a while back, I uploaded a video saying that I was going to be focusing more on my content, and I was going to stop casting tournaments for at least some time. And it feels pretty exciting, man, to get back into it, especially with a game that I am as passionate about as Legends of Runeterra. So if you guys want to support the event, then check it out, as we have a really awesome format that I will leave a link in the description down below. Like I said, 3 p.m. CET. Keep in mind that Europe does have time zone changes, or time changes, and we underwent one really recently, so that could be a little bit confusing, because I did see a comment on my videos recently saying that I changed my upload schedule, and that's not really true. It's just that the time zone in Spain changed by 1 hour. So yeah, keep that in mind. And that's basically all I gotta say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. For those of you who are looking forward to the tournament, I will be seeing you there. And yeah, love ya. I will do something about the beard and everything. I'll try to look a little bit more presentable for tomorrow. Don't worry about that. And yeah, love ya. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we are gonna play some labs, actually. Now, normally I wouldn't see myself doing this like regularly, as I do basically only upload constructed videos on this channel, right? Like, I just like sharing new decks, and I'm not really one to dive into other formats, but I really want to showcase this version of Labs, because I think it's just by far the best job Riot has done up until this point with alternate formats. I am a big fan of it, and I have even designed a deck for Labs, which is something that I didn't see myself doing anytime soon, but I just couldn't help myself, man. If we go over to the Labs right here, we see we have week 2 of Star Power, which says either choose a pre-made deck that showcases one of the powerful new KDA spells and a paired special ability, or pick one of your own decks and pair it with any ability you choose. This last part is what, when I saw it, I was just like, oh my god, I could do so many different things here. I started off trying out a deck of basically a variant of Ezreal Karma that would benefit from the Evelyn's ability, basically the draw a card every time you play your second spell in a round, right? Which is the ability that we're going to be using. But then I thought a little bit further, and I'm like, you know what, I did Karma Ezreal a while back. It's still relatively, it's not anything new regarding decks. It's been a meta deck for a while, even though it's not really seen much play as of late. I think I can do a little bit better, right? With these abilities. I can make a cooler deck. And I decided to showcase Dr. Fate, which is a full-on twisted, or all-in rather would be the proper term, Twisted Fate Targon deck with Solari Priestess to try to invoke the Rain in the Stars it's called, yeah, Rain in the Stars, to fish out Twisted Fate with a lot of card draw, a lot of cheap spells, and a deck that's really trying to benefit from the ability in the labs. Every time we'll play a second spell every turn, we will be drawing a card, which allows us to level up Twisted Fate that much faster, and also allows us to not run out of gas, as well as we have a lot of cheap plays that would chain, and we try to get an overwhelming value victory with Twisted Fate once we achieve the level up. In order to do so, we have a full set of Bastion, which is there to protect Twisted Fate against specific single target removal, or even board wipes as well, as we can buff him in the process and make him more resilient as we work for that level up win. We have a full set of Hush for interaction, and we're playing Yoink. Yeah, we're nabbing. We're nabbing our opponent. We're gonna play our opponent's deck against them, because one of the things about, or one of the concerns that I had, right, when designing this deck is that when I built a deck like this for regular constructed, I already had some issues with, you know, the possibilities of me milling myself, right? That's something you gotta take into account when all your deck does is draw, and Twisted Fate is leveled up and he draws every round on his own as well. You can end up without cards and losing the game, right? So I realized that in order to stay in it and not mill myself, it would be ideal to have certain cards focus on drawing from my opponent's deck instead of mine, and I could bring back the good old forgotten Black Market Merchant alongside Pilfer Goods for some really solid value, and an ability to also perhaps fetch for win conditions that we weren't even thinking about to begin with, right? Using our opponent's deck against them, as we also have a one-off of Sleight of Hand. And yeah, this is the deck that's right here. We have a full set of Warning Shot, a couple of Parleys alongside Coral Creatures, which can get us more Parleys. Due to this region combination, there's only one mana spell from target, which is Messenger Sigil. Every other spell are the standard ones that come with Bilgewater. And Yedison is only really the bad one here. Every other spell is actually really useful. Jailbreak, Parley to enable Plunder, Shakedown can be really clutch in certain scenarios, and You've Been Warned can also be very useful as well. So we have a nice pool to choose from, and that makes Coral Creatures a really solid 2-drop here to add in alongside the Black Market Merchant. And yeah, that's the deck list right there. No need to dive more into it. I think I explained pretty much everything. There's a one-off of Riptide Rex. We don't need more than one, actually, because we draw so much through our deck that the moment in which we're going to be using this, which is to finish games, we don't really need to be playing another one after that most of the time. So let's stop rambling and let's actually play some motherfucking labs with Dr. Fate. I got the monkey as well, I think. Oh no, I can't use it. Oh no, I just unlocked the monkey. No, we're not using Seraphine's Verse, we're using Evelyn's Allure. And yeah, man, I just really like this format because it, by the way, is the volume a little bit too, maybe the volume is a bit too high. Yeah, it's better. So, I just really like this format. It's a different, it's still constructed, right? But it's a different environment. You know, having these special abilities, there's a lot of really neat implications regarding deck building. Even though a lot of people are just going smork with the Jinx Draven discard, with the Giving It All ability, which gives you like an MK1 turret. There's also a lot of the pre-con decks running around as well. I would assume this is, yeah, the standard deck that the lab is running with the same ability as us, because they don't tell you. Actually, yeah, they do tell you. I was about to say, I just realized, dude, that you actually have this information here. Okay, let's drop the Warning Shot and the Hush. We're always gonna keep the Twist of Fate. That is what we're trying to build around. I really do wish I had my monkey here, though. We are going to lead off with the Coral Creatures. I mean, we could go Warning Shot into Black Market Merchant, but I would rather wait for me to have Twist of Fate on the board to get the card draw from him.
So pretty.
Shakedown is interesting, even though it does technically kill one of our units right now. Let's see if we can find a better use for it. It can help us enable Plunder, though, by getting a right attack going through. I would assume my opponent has some, like maybe he has the Go Hard Vile Feast combo here, but I don't really think this is an ideal target for that. That's why if I do find Written Stars with Solari Priestess, I will go for it, because in this sort of matchup, it's easy for me to expect that, you know, my Twisted Fate is gonna go down, right? Like, they have a lot of removal. I don't bite. Yeah.
Bask in her radiant blessing. You won't suffer long. Back, heretic. So young.
Alright, we go to Fate. And we go for the card draw here. We're gonna play the value game. In this sort of matchup, I don't believe we need Twisted Fate to level up to win, even though that would be ideal. But we gotta keep in mind that our opponent does have a lot of removal, right? This is drawing us a card, so Written Stars will help us work for the level up as well. Let's always keep in mind that, like, our objective here. Okay.
Stick around.
This is a very nice hush, I believe. To take away the challenger, so that because all I need is my Twisted Fate to stick around for one turn out here, I think. Because I can go you. Bim, 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 bim. And now we're going for the level up.
Here's the fun part. Skitter out from the darkness. To leave or burn. No outside.
I'm gonna block like this. Cause I want to keep my merchants here. Now I'm at 5. I do want to focus on getting my level up. Even though my opponent could still have a Vile Feast and they go hard here, so I don't want to go too crazy on that. Or a Thermogenic Beam, alright. It's gonna be tricky. I'm pretty sure this deck does not run Withering Whale. So I'm gonna go for a Brood Awakening. I'm gonna create my line of defense here.
We could use a bite. You dare! You'll serve me one way or another.
Deal me in.
I'm gonna go for the card draw here. That's fine.
Soak it in.
Now that we have Bastion protection, we can work harder for the Twisted Fate level up. I wanted to do so before he attacked with Vi, so I wouldn't have to play around that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this. Okay, we got disconnected there for a second. I gotta think here for a moment. This is tricky. I definitely want to clear the Vi. I definitely want to clear you. But I can't clear both at the same time, unfortunately.
There's a right tool for everything.
So I'm gonna go Chief Mechanist Heavy. You know, 4 mana, 5/6, pretty good.
I don't just make it. Through the coral. Squished. I could use 2 of me. Headed in. Trouble coming at ya. Built to spec.
I'm always up for a round or two. Dead in their tracks.
Double trouble. More equipment for the field. Watch the machinery.
Yeah, I'm happy I got Zevi off the board. Because that's actually starting to become a problem. We're going for a full attack here with Twist of Fate, as they do go for a Vengeance. So our Twist of Fate win condition is out the window.
Disclose my sources.
I'm gonna go hard here.
What's that noise?
I'm gonna play a Hapless Aristocrat here. Now, I have 2 options. I could go for the Pilfered Goods, but I could also go for the Sleight of Hand. I kind of like this.
Goes to a good cause. Me. Achilles, where are you?
All right.
What's the water like down there, guys?
All right, I do like this Hush very much.
Why, that little... I'm on it. I tried. Freeze! No kills, no entry.
He's got a few cards. Like right now, he's got a Commander Ladros and 3 cards left. So even though we're not able to win with like, it's crazy how he managed to answer all 3 Twisted Fates, even though we have triple Bastion. We only drew 1 Bastion, unfortunately. So now we just gotta we have to win with a little bit of our opponent's deck against them. Really, I think I just need to time. We may see like a Vile Feast or something here onto the Black Market Merchant. Wow, that's an expensive. Okay. Alright, we're definitely playing you. we go deep. I'm definitely gonna be playing you.
Bounty Ball knows me name.
I do want a guiding touch first, see what we get. There is another go hard there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's do this.
Nice. Getting rid of the threat. Let's wait for them to drop the Ladros before we go for the go hard, because we do want to clear this and we do want to utilize our... Just realized I have no blockers for this. Could I just lose to this? I just realized, dude. I gotta use You've Been Warned. And I gotta go hard here, and I gotta find either a Hush or a Theo Cascade. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh my god!
Why are you here? I'm doing this my way.
Well, that's pretty big. I gotta think here. Ba-dum. Let's go, Riptide Rex. There'll be blood in the water. So now they are down to 4. If they go for Commander Ladros, they seal their fate. We set it up that way. I mean, it's funny how we can just prevent. Yeah, this is done so. And just in case they have a Vile Feast, we got that warning shot in the back, baby. I got him! That was one. Oh my god, dude, that game took forever. Oh man, that was such a dragged out game. Normally, you know, we don't have such a hard time getting Twist of Fate to stick around, but I mean, that is the control pre-con deck for you. A lot of answers, and we needed more Bastions earlier, so... Alright, let's try to get more engaged, shall we? Alright, Tiago. What you got for me, Tiago? What you playing? You're smorking. You're smorking. A lot of people are doing this. I'm gonna drop the Bastion. I'm gonna keep everything else. We have a 1-drop here to combat early aggression. Depending on what our opponent does, we could even potentially combine Parley with Jagged Butch on turn 2. That way we get the 3/3 body off of this, which will definitely go a long way, but we'll see. We just found the warning shot though. I want to keep this warning shot for later, though. I mean, the damage output would have been close to the same anyways. And now we get a nice thick 3-3 body. We also have to fate red card available here. But we are going to go ahead and lead off with you. Yeah, I was going to go for Solari Priestess, but... Well, I mean, I do need a blocker for that, so I may as well go Solari Priestess. As much as I like Ridden Stars, I feel like something like Golden Sister will go a longer way.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
Because the lifesteal is very important. That's one of the ways we lose this matchup. Also the elusive body as well. But we need this chump blocker for the Reckless Trifarian. Oh, there's your girl. I think the best play here is to gold card. Even though red card clears these two bodies, these two aren't really that big of a threat right now. I mean, yeah, no, red card is still better.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Yeah, red card is still the best. Because it gets this to a 5-3, which means I can trade into it with my 1-drop, and I can chump the Jinx.
Lady Luck is smiling.
I'm gonna go for an attack here.
It's a rain ass in our wake. Ye started without me.
So pretty.
Yeah, maybe I could have gone for that, but it's good that I got rid of that. All right. All right, so they could still have give it all in their hand, so we gotta keep that in mind. Even though I could play the Golden Sister, I don't feel like it's necessary here.
Treasures of the ages for Christ.
That Mystic Shot is beautiful. Let's hope he doesn't have a way to destroy us here. No way he can level her up just yet. This.
Why are you here?
I can take 2 from these. I don't want to block with any of these. This Black Market Merchant can go a long way. Even though, just in case, I will block here.
Gotta trust your instincts.
I am safe from Mystic Shot on Fate, so I don't want to have him take any extra damage, because if he does have Mystic Shot, I can't survive that thanks to Pale Cascade. Nice. Beautiful. I'm gonna pass here. Alright.
My selection speaks for itself.
Well, I just took that from him.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
So the reason why I lead off with this, even though we took 2 give it alls from him, he could still have another one in hand. This deck does run 3. But now that we have him Twisted Fate leveled up, we can start clearing his board before he gets the value from that. I do want to resort to You've Been Warned here. Yeah. Got it, baby. That was more of a, you know, a faster game and a Twisted Fate highlight, so I will take that. Sometimes I forget about my own ability, like the reason why I'm playing labs to begin with, right? Like sometimes I just, especially when I'm narrating, I forget about the fact that I can draw a card, right? So if I have missed that any turn specifically, it's just because, you know, multitasking is actually hard, especially for me. But you know, keep in mind that you should always be trying to. That's why we have so many cheap spells, right? So we can get that extra card draw that goes a long way for the level up. So yeah, let's go for another one. All right. I am not even gonna try to pronounce that. Ahoy Yun Kakmasi. Yeah. Let's go ahead and. I like this hand for the most part, but I'm gonna do a full mulligan because we want to find Dr. Fate. It's all about Dr. Fate. Okay, we do have the warning shot with the black market merchant, but Priestess or Twisted Fate would be nice here. Okay, so they go from pass there. All right, we have our Twisted Fate.
Slow down, will you?
We could take 6 damage from this. Like I could go for the red card or the gold card to prevent that, but I'm actually very much okay with that.
Gotta trust your never lost a fair game or played one. Eyes open.
Eyes open.
Time to get rowdy. Here we go.
So combat. Was one of my concerns, but there's not really much we can do about it. I will start resorting to these though.
My selection speaks for itself.
Because I'm just gonna nab this turn. You know, Twisted Fate is down. We have to wait until we draw another one, so we may as well start using our opponent's deck against them.
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much.
Prey.
Here.
Footprints here. Give me something from your hand. Bim, 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 bim. Bim, bim. Just use opponent's deck against them. It's a lot of ramp though, but we do have our own Riptide Rex here. It's like it's the 1 cost card in our deck, and we're just getting this insane scavenger value. Yeah, Harsh Winds could come into play, especially when they try to go for the Field of Rush play. I kind of wish I had more. Maybe I should incorporate more sleight of hands, because I would love to just keep drawing the sleight of hands here and just, yeah. He's playing Evelyn's Allure with this deck. Interesting. I mean, Evelyn's Allure is one of the better, like one of the more flexible abilities as well, right? There's many decks that you can build around with it. It was also really good with my Ezreal Karma deck, which I did modify slightly because of the ability. I really like this format. It's very fresh. For anybody who's like tired or not of the metagame, like regardless of how you feel about the meta, this is a very nice alternative to try out. It's really fun. There's a lot of like ideas that I have with this, but I do gotta go back to like showcasing the KDA cards. Like I'm only like halfway there, but I just. Any excuse that I can get to play Twisted Fate, man, it's hard to say no. My opponent's just roping like crazy. Okay, well, I mean, I assume. Oh no, they just dropped the Face of the Old Ones, and they have no actual. Okay, yeah, that's something that I noticed with this deck. My opponent may just have Rage Quit here. I mean, I wouldn't play him. I just played 2-0 mana 4/3s. All right, let's go with Priestess here. We do not find. Let's take Falling Comet. We need that removal, that high-end removal for the likes of Lux and Trundle. We don't find Rain in the Stars, which is what we're really searching for. I don't really think this narration is worth anything at this point though, because I think my opponent just like actually just rage quit. So we will be right back after these brief messages. There we go. That scared the shit out of me. That scared the crap out of me. Oh my lord. Alright. We gotta stop having Twist of Fate getting killed, you know? It'd be nice. Let's try that. Kono Jaro. Interesting. What is this? Kaya Sync. When allies attack, give them +1/+1. Oh, is this Pirate Aggro? It's Pirate Aggro. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a worse matchup than Jinx discard. Yeah, this is threatening. I'm gonna keep the Pilfered Goods. We have Twist of Fate there as well. I wanted to keep the Black Market Merchant with the Pilfered Goods, just because this is like we can utilize their low tempo against them potentially.
In position. Behind you.
It's a big hit. We're gonna pass though.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
That's pretty good.
For the glory of Noxus.
Not much we can do here though.
Bask in her radiant
I'm
blessing.
gonna take the Golden Sister for the lifesteal. Uh-oh. Yeah, pure aggro just feels like really strong here. Yeah, this is like a bazillion, dude.
Back heretic.
That's rough.
Have faith.
That's tough. Yeah, that's definitely like always gonna be good. Is there anything we can do here? I mean, I would like to wipe this with Twist of Fate, but I don't know if that's even possible.
Deal me in. Eyes open.
I got triple merchant, I just don't have the time. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time. Don't worry, buddy. You still got me. Not much I can say about this. Yeah, like even if I manage to sneak into plunder here.
Treasures of the ages are nice. Nice selection speaks for itself.
War Mason. Reporting to
Not
party.
quite the mana.
The few for the many.
If we got something a little bit cheaper, like a 2-drop, maybe we could have a chance, depending on what they have. But unfortunately, we don't. We also don't have the enablers here. We can always hush this, right? And chump block it.
Fire beware.
But unfortunately,
I never disclose my sources.
yeah, GG.
I guess you can win them all.
We actually got a very fast level up. We got a very fast level up here, but unfortunately we just don't have the means. Like, we drew like all units as well.
Gotta trust your instincts.
We also didn't draw that well from them. Like, we could have gotten some like spells and stuff to maybe trigger this. But yeah, we were actually very close. Like, if we didn't take if we didn't take that much damage. I could have set up the red card to prevent the lethal there. We just needed a little bit more time. That's a very like strong strategy. Obviously, it's also very easy in this format to design like an anti-aggro deck to capitalize on that matchup. So I don't think aggro is overpowered necessarily. It's just that that specific deck is a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely problematic for us. We need to have a bit slower games and not just face somebody who like wants to kill us effective immediately to actually get going. But yeah, it's fine to be weak to that, I think, considering there's many other options. All right, Humble. I think this will be the last game. Humble is playing some good old scouts with, of course, Kaya Sink. Makes sense. We do have a Jack Butcher though early on, which is nice. I think I'm gonna drop the Zap. I mean, Zap is also neat, but I'm gonna drop him because I much rather have Anticipate here. Hush could also be relatively useful. I know Warning Shot into Butcher seems neat, but I would rather just play Butcher. Offer him the trade anyways. Surprised he takes it there. I'm gonna go for the Warning Shot first.
You started without me.
I could go for the Black Market Merchant, but I just want to go Butcher.
There's plenty of killing left.
It's a lot of stats.
Get rich.
It's a lot of stats to get this early on. And my opponent just... I wonder what they have in hand. They definitely must have Quinn, at least.
Dangerous water.
Yeah, that definitely does make sense. I'm gonna go for the Guiding Touch just to cycle through my deck a little bit.
Less is more shine.
Say your farewells. You poor thing.
I'm gonna go for the Hush here. I think it's a good counterplay. I get to clear his board, which allows me to go for the open attack next turn and drop the Merchant with Pilfered Goods. That just feels good, man.
The dead don't need riches.
Let's get scavenging. Stealing. Let's call it what it is. All right, that's a nice parley onto that bird. But first of all,
Nice selections.
where's Zelf? I like that Relentless Pursuit as well. We're gonna pass over, see if they do anything. And we're definitely going for the parley on this. Bing, bing, bing. Drawing through our deck like crazy. Not finding Twisted Fate, but who needs him?
I'll defend these forests to the end. You're covered.
I'm gonna play Bright Steel Protector. Because it's a 1 mana 3/2, that's pretty good on its own, but it also gives me a free block with this. So the amount of attacks it can go for are actually pretty limited.
What's that you got there?
I do want to go out as wide as I can. I could just go Genevieve here. Because Genevieve stops him from attacking. It trays into that. Now I think Coral Creatures into Bastion may low-key be better. What is this passing here? Just something that we're completely fine with. Since we have a 2-mana Relentless Pursuit here, we are going to resort to Genevieve.
Got your back. These woods belong to us.
Bam, bam. We have the Bastion as well, even though if... Okay. That's fair. Just thinking here for a second. Okay.
Don't let them reinforce.
We still get to attack with everything, and we will probably lose. Okay. Well, that's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying. Because we can't quite go wide that way. Like, if we attack, we pretty much lose everything except for a unit here. He's got too much going on. We're gonna have to pass, unfortunately. Like, the double barrier is just too much. Like, no matter how we look at it, double barrier just does too much.
One banner, one destiny.
Alright. About time. Even though you could be better, no.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
Soldiers, to me.
Better.
I'm always up for a round or two.
We're gonna go for the gold card here.
All that glitters.
Just like hunting thresher geese.
Say your farewells.
Scouting ahead.
No outsiders.
Who's that you got there?
Believe or burn. Have faith.
Okay, so this hush could really come into play.
Like a fish in water.
The idea here is pretty simple.
Through the coral.
We're gonna try to win him with double zap spray fin ping here. We go for the Relentless Pursuit. We have the spell shield as well. And we got him! Ooh, bit of a cheeky win. that board was getting out of hand. Twisted Fate came a little bit late that game. Otherwise, you know, with all the Bastions, you know, only their single combats really, and Concerted Strike, if they are playing those, are the way of dealing with that. So if we get a level up with Twisted Fate, that sort of matchup is much easier to handle, because unlike the Pirate Aggro deck, Scouts relies purely on units, and Twisted Fate excels rather in an environment like that. So yeah, man, some really fun games. I really enjoy this format. I really like it. I like the fact that I can design decks for it, and it has such a similar and rewarding experience to Constructed. I don't know, guys. Try out Labs, man. Labs are great. They're better than they ever been, in my opinion. And you know, I always love going all in with Twisted Fate. That's something that never gets old for me. And that's where we're gonna leave it at. No monkey. Didn't get to showcase my monkey today, but maybe tomorrow. I'll be back at it with the KDA spells and actual ranked games. Don't worry about that. But I wanted to do something a little bit different today. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Free is good. And it happens to be free. 10 out of 10 self promotion. I know. Love ya. Hope you enjoyed the games. I'll see you tomorrow.